Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to do a general message for the collective. Know that energy is fluid, roles can be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play those karmic themes to help you understand why you're attracting who you're attracting, what is the spiritual significance, and how to shape shift the energy if there's many different realities that play out at one time. Your level of consciousness always depends on your core beliefs, and core beliefs were created from the experiences that you live. So unfortunately, the same behaviorisms and habits that helped you survive and thrive in very imbalanced environments are going to block you. It's that we always have to be coming from the now. Only in the now do you get divine guidance. We continue to relive the same karmic themes over and over and over again until we learn the spiritual lesson. So that's why I like to do shadow readings, because once you have integrated the spiritual lesson and actually have embodied the new consciousness, a lot of times you're not even attracted to that person anymore because you don't see them the same way, especially if they're a karmic. This is how you can tell if the person's a karmic mate or a twin flame. A lot of times, past life karmic mates feel so much like twin flames. And the reason why is because they have the potential in any lifetime to step it up. Just a lot of times they don't. And so let's take a peek and see what is going on and know what is happening in your reading today. Now, know anything of any importance or relevance to the channel you can find in the description box, including the word of the video. You'll need that if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me. You'll also have to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Know that it does take me some time to get back to you. I'm not ignoring you. My schedule is just very busy. And I'm about a month out. All right, so let's see. The word of the video is honor. I feel like you're in separation from somebody and they know exactly why. It's like, again, it all came down to them not honoring you. It's like, that's really what I'm feeling. And everybody's looking at it. Like, I feel like you're not looking past it. I feel like, it's the one thing that you asked this person to do and they couldn't do it for you. And instead of them trying to fix it and rectify it, they avoided you because they didn't want to deal with the criticism. So this person is actually mad because they thought the longer that they avoided you, and the more, again, that you were going to get nervous and then just forget about what they did. You didn't. If anything, I feel like the hostility grew because now you don't trust this person at all, because you thought that they kind of were like your twin flame. You thought that you were going to create a life with this person. But again, they didn't treat you well. They didn't honor you. Now, I don't know what happened. We're going to see. I kind of feel like there was somebody else in the picture, but I feel like that person isn't in the picture anymore. And that's why the person that's connected to you has a lot of hostility, because they neglected themselves when they neglected you. And then really it's the pride. It was their pride that ruined this relationship, because they could have came back and they could have fixed it. They could have rectified it. They didn't want to do that. So now they're in a place of like obsessing about you. So instead of them, I think, like feeling like this connection was gonna, you were either going to come back or they weren't going to have feelings anymore. They still have feelings. And so I feel like, if anything, their little plan backfired. So really, let's see what first transpired that this person did, what they did. Let's see why they did what they did. Looking for a deck of cards that's right in front of my face. And then we'll pick from that deck. All right, let's see. So it's I feel like this person hid a lot. they hid a lot from you. There was a sense of them hiding a lot and not really letting you in to their life. I feel like there was a part of this person that never really liked to settle down, never really liked to settle down. They're wild at heart. They have a desire to be free. And so they just kept a very unstable like being in a relationship with them, it felt unstable. Like they didn't really want to be in a relationship because they wouldn't let you in. They had walls up. And there was always a sense that one foot was out. Now, this card was in this doesn't belong to this deck, but I feel like, again, this person has a lot of trauma from past relationships. So they're commitment phobic. So they acted like they wanted to be in a relationship, but they kind of were very rigid, very narrow-minded, wanted everything their way, and then instead of them really fixing this connection, where, like I said, they didn't honor you. So we see even they didn't honor your feelings, they didn't honor anything. So I feel like for a long time, this person just chose to, you know, be angry, kind of, kind of like whatever happened in this person's past relationship. It's like I feel like they took it out on you. And then what wound up happening is like I said, anything that you said to this person, they had boundaries, they had walls, they wouldn't let you in, and just, always felt like emotionally you weren't getting what you needed because they didn't really seem to want to be in a relationship with you. So that's one way that they didn't honor you. I don't know whether there was maybe somebody else. That's not really what's even coming out. But I do feel like this person might have talked to a lot of people, but just never really, they never like would heal the connection. So did they pick it up with other people? No. Were they flirty with other people? Yes. So it's almost like they wouldn't come and fix the connection. What they would do is they would just create a lot more drama. Like just the conflicts would stay. They would never resolve them. And then they would, have one foot out, talk to other people, never got into other relationships, but wouldn't give you time. Tried to make you react, tried to make you come back without them having to apologize. So really, you just felt like you were in a relationship with someone that never really wanted to be in a relationship. They wanted you to act like you were in a relationship, but they didn't want to give you that same respect, meaning the loyalty. The honor is that it's like, I'm paying attention to your feelings. I'm respecting you. I'm respecting your boundaries. No, this person again, they took a lot of risks in the relationship. So again, came in and out of your life, talked to other people, entertained other people, just completely kept themselves in a place of imbalance where they were creating a lot of illusions for you, trying to make you be subservient to what they were giving. So they just weren't honoring the connection, talking to other people, trying to like make you jealous, creating illusions to scare you so that you wouldn't hold a boundary. So you would just forget about how they treated you. But what wound up happening is it's like you just felt like this person is like very rebellious and insecure, and they really weren't being like realistic. That's what you felt. And part of that is because of this person's past relationships. They have a lot of burdens from past relationships. But again, they didn't talk to you about any of it. This person's impulsive. So again, here for a good time, not a long time, talking to other people, partying, doing whatever they feel like doing when they want to do it, not being respectful to you, not really treating this relationship with any type of loyalty because they weren't. even doing that for themselves. But they were just being very lazy in this connection, like not really putting any effort in. And you finally like made the decision, and the decision was, I don't want to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't give anything. Really, again, that makes me feel inadequate because you're not giving me time. This person, again, expected you to have anxiety. That didn't happen. If anything, you held your truth, and that's very intimidating. So, again, they couldn't get you to conform. They couldn't get you to conform, and really, over time, it affected the chemistry of the connection. Like this person focuses a lot on the physical body, but without them giving you that emotional depth, that you didn't really want to be with this person on a sexual level because it's all about them acting like they're the authority, but not really giving you anything, acting like they don't have enough. And it's like, and part of that is due to the burdens from the past. So it's almost like this person wanted to be in a relationship with you, but they're very lazy. They don't want to give anything. They have burdens from the past, so they don't, again, want to give anything, but they want you to act like you're in a relationship with them and just settle for the bare minimum. And they want to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it. They don't want to honor you in a place like you're a divine counterpart. No, they're going to treat you like a karmic, even though they have the option to step it up to twin flame level. They're not going to do it. They're lazy. They don't want to do it. It's more about them playing a lot of games. Now that you're not going to put up with it, it's again like this person still checks up on you from afar, but they have financial problems. They don't have a lot of money. And so, even though there's a part of them that wants to give you and wants to work things out, I feel like that there's always going to be fights and arguments and conflict because this person has financial problems due to past relationship, which means they're expecting you to settle for less. They feel inadequate, so they're constantly giving into temptation. And so, but does this person care? They do think the world of you, but they don't have the money. They don't have the money, and they're burdened with, again, their problems from the past, from past connection. So they're still kind of healing from that connection. They're angry that they lost money. They don't really want to give in that effort. They don't want to give any of their resources, but they still want a relationship. That's what it shows here. It doesn't mean that they don't care. If they didn't care about you, they wouldn't want to give you time at all. It's just this person wants it their way or the highway. They don't want to give in. As they just want it to be a one-sided connection. Um, do they know that you're going to walk away from them? Yeah, because it stays in imbalance. So even though that this is a past life connection, you're tired of it. You just feel like this person like doesn't give you. You get run empowered, like impatient because this person continues to keep you in a place of disempowerment by not giving you anything on an emotional level and keeps trying to make you jealous. And then it winds up turning into a competition. Instead of this person coming back and again asking for forgiveness, they avoid the criticism. It's something from the way that they grew up. It's again, they see it as rejection and they can't take criticism. It's again, they see it as like you're judging them. So this person needs a lot of healing. You can't be in a relationship with them. It would have to be like a one-sided relationship, and they're comfortable with that. And they don't think that there's anything wrong with that. And that says everything about them, nothing about you. But we don't see them wanting to change. What I see is that they want everything their way, and they believe for whatever reason that they can have it that way. And if they can't have it with you, eventually they'll get it with somebody else because it's not the priority. It's again whoever hurt them in the past. Now they have to pay a lot of money. They don't have it. It's like now you want me to take you out. You want me to give you time. I'm still recovering. I need someone to take care of me. This is this person. They shouldn't have even been dating or trying to date. But again, they weren't really looking to give anyone anything. They pretended. So we look at your inner child wound to see why would you attract a person like this into your life, right? Because you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. And so we have to see again what would be the reasoning, and the one reasoning out would could be again is first card out is disassociated. Second card out. Second card out. Second card out is outdoors in nature, trauma, overwhelmed, physical touch. That's one, two, three, four, five, innocence, and six is frustration. So we always look at the inner child wounds because why did you attract this person into your life? You're a mirror of whom, what comes into your life. What is the karmic theme? And the karmic theme here would be like you're reliving your trauma, and the trauma is where you emotionally didn't get anything. You emotionally didn't get anything because physical touch is that, to the point that you disassociated, that you detached. So psychologically, it messes you up if you're a child and you're being ignored and you're not being like loved. And if your children need to be held, they need to be nurtured. They need to, again, feel as if they're protected. Really, that first attachment style, and the first attachment style was poor. And that's, we say that because of the trauma and the emotional support, because physical touch is really identified with emotional support. So emotional abuse, to the fact that it was very overwhelming and life was very frustrating. So life was hard. So very rarely did you feel grounded in your body. And again, this is grounded, and this is it's green card, sorry, on the green screen, but this is outdoors in nature. So this is all about connection to the earth, connection to other people. But if you grew up in an environment where you were psychologically and emotionally made to feel like not loved, inadequate, like it was very overwhelming the way that you grew up, then unfortunately, the way that you learned how to connect with people is going to be is you were taught not to trust. So again, you would enter into every relationship looking for like kind of like the shoe to drop and problems, and actually attracting people into your life that again would be arrogant, would actually project their wounds onto you, making you feel, or trying to make you feel as if you're less than, like you don't know your worth, and challenging you because until we integrate the trauma, and that's it. It's like, doesn't mean that you didn't learn. You could have learned and said, yeah, I grew up with emotionally and psychologically abusive parents, or a parent where life was very frustrating because it was so overwhelming that it was just difficult to get by on a day to day. So the perception is life is hard. When really life isn't hard, it was who you were surrounded by that made it hard. This person came into your life, and if you were to be in a relationship with them, they would make it hard too, because they are not happy. They're stuck in their trauma from a past relationship, and they're committed to making the relationship hard for you because they don't really want to be in a relationship. They want you to give to them, they want you to pour into them, they want you to do for them, but they don't want to do for you. So again, it would be keeping you in the trauma where emotionally, again, you're not getting anything. It's a one-sided connection. So eventually you would, be detached to deal with it because again, being connected to a narcissist, someone that it's again thinks that it's okay that, you're giving to them, and while they don't have to give anything back because hey, they've been through a bad relationship, so you should know that. where it's, again, that would make you feel over time like you're not worthy when really you are worthy. This person knows that you're worthy. They just are too lazy and they're angry because of their past connection, that they lost a lot of money and they feel like they put in a lot of effort and the relationship didn't work out. And now it's like, well, I do have feelings for you, but I don't want to do all that. Fuck that. Like it's not normal. So you have to say, what are you going to do with this energy? Because we see why you attracted this person into your life, how to integrate the spiritual lesson and actually transmute that negative energy. And that's how to embody the energy. How can you step into a new consciousness? And really, Spirit says, first of all, know that you don't need to yell and scream and do whatever. It's that your silence actually speaks volumes. You don't have to, create a spectacle. Just again, you show for your strength by not letting these people affect you, not letting this person affect you, not letting anyone affect you that makes you feel bad. So again, if that parent is still around that, you know, thinks that it's okay that they don't treat you well and this person is doing it and other people, then you cut them out of your life. It's like you put your attention and your energy towards what's going to grow you, what's going to feed you, what's going to make you feel good. You fill up your own cup. That shows fierce strength, meaning like you're invisible. It's like you're not in charge of my happiness. And that's again that you're a warrior of light. Use your passion to fight for what you believe and stand your ground, meaning like your mind can't be in two places at one time. You focus on what you love, your passions, what you want to grow in your life. That is how you fight. It's because what that's going to grow. Wherever you put your energy to, that's what's going to grow. That's going to make a way where there is no way just for you. And that's what's going to take you away from that negative energy, from those people, those situations, or that just that person, or just that mindset. Because again, if you attracted this person into your life, maybe the parent isn't alive anymore, but you're still embodied the consciousness as if that person or those people are still in your life when really they're not. You just attracted a person that dug up all those old wounds to make you look at them. So again, to fully integrate the spiritual lesson to learn, I'm not going to put the energy towards you, and then to embody the new consciousness and to be able to flow with grace, meaning navigating through difficulties, meaning like you don't let them affect your life. You don't let this person affect your life. That's how you show for your strength. You use your passion to stand your ground for what you believe in, and you don't sway. And that's it. And that's for everybody, whether it's just this person. But usually, if we see a karmic theme, we probably see the karmic theme happen within a few relationships, or we've had it happen within a few relationships. So we always want to use our passion to stand our ground and to know that we can't control the environment and the people in the environment, or our boyfriend, or our girlfriend, or our parent, or whoever is being not fair, but we can control ourselves. And that's we focus on the passion. And so we can, again, go with the flow of life because no one's affecting us. And it's about standing on unshakable faith. Really, no one can stop you. Only you can stop you, and that you have resilience, resilience to persevere. And, as long as you're doing what you love, and that know that in divine timing, a whole new life is going to open up for you with a new person, a new relationship, that this person was just a karmic test for you to learn and really for you to stand your ground and to not be swayed and to realize that, hey, there's a lot of times we get toxic people in our lives. We can't control them, but we can control ourselves. And that changes the entire dynamic of the connection. That makes people do things what they normally wouldn't do. This isn't about getting this person back. This is about taking your power back, and that's what you're doing. And when you're able to do that, then guess what? You attract better people and situations into your life. It's almost like that inner childhood wounds were still dictating a lot of your energy because you never fully embodied the new consciousness. So you had to go through this experience and again embody a new consciousness and know That spirit leaves it off with the calm. Breathe, live, and grow the light within you. Do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. Cast off your doubts, or fear dissipates, and you find peace in your being. And this is about not letting anyone disrupt your peace. It's again, you can only, you would, we can't control other people, but we can control ourselves. People are going to act up, they're going to create issues, that you're going to trigger them because they're not healed. We're dealing with people on all different levels of consciousness. So not everybody is going to be vibing as high as you. Sometimes you're going to meet people that actually are vibing higher than you. Doesn't matter. What it is that everybody's living their own reality. We have no control over what somebody else perceives, but we can control ourselves. And the truth will always come out. So someone can be talk and someone can try to manipulate. Doesn't matter. Eventually the truth comes out as long as we're again using our passion to fight for what we believe in, standing our ground, being grounded, being true to ourselves. And really, that's what this was about. This was about you recognizing, hey, I'm not paying for what someone else did to you. You might have had a parent that grew up with a parent that, took out their anger and frustration. That's something that is an ancestral karmic negative pattern. Abuse is handed down. So, anger. So having being brought up by a parent that was abusive psychologically and emotionally, and then, you being used to that behavior and then settling for less. This is you not settling for less, focusing on your passion, standing up for what you believe in, and utilizing that passion to hold on so that no one can sway you, that no one can change their perception of you. No one can, again, they can try and make you look a certain way. People can talk about you. But again, the truth is always going to be there as long as you stay true to yourself. I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.